All right, coaches, let's go ahead, go over our workout for Friday the 3rd, okay? We're just coming off of yesterday. It was really grippy, so people are probably gonna feel that fatigue today. If that is the case, just encourage them to drop down a level. It's totally fine, but because we're going to be going into toes to bar, shoulder to overhead, double unders, and then some handstand walking, okay? So we should be okay with the handstand walking, double unders, but they might be a little fatigued to hang onto the bar for toes to bar, or maybe even in that front rack position to go into those shoulder to overheads, okay? The workout today, we're looking at 5 rounds of toes to bar or some variation of the toes to bar. We have gone over those before in other videos, so if you do have questions about that, let me know, and I can clarify what the different variations are that we have, okay? But for this toes to bar, because their grip is going to be giving out, this, because of yesterday, this would be a good workout for you guys to tell them to plan their workout around the toes to bar, and if they need to break those up earlier and get back on the bar, short rests, short sets, that would be a good way to tackle this one if their grip is compromised from yesterday, okay? So toes to bar, just making sure we're on the same page. Toes make contact with the bar, okay? Or we have our piked option, feet together, get as high as you can. Oops, toe hip. So get those heels as high as you can on that movement, okay? Then we're gonna go to shoulder to overhead. You'll claim it to that front rack position, okay? And then shoulder to overhead, we can strict press, you can push press, push jerk, split jerk, okay? Whatever that looks like for you, just need to get it from your shoulder to overhead, okay? Try to have those be bigger sets for the workout because every time they drop it, it must be re-cleaned, extra work that they don't necessarily want to do. Then we're gonna go into our double unders or our singles, okay? You guys like my imaginary jump rope? So that would be the workout. Just like we promised during the assessments, celebrations, we are going to be, sorry, I don't know why that got me out of breath. We are going to be adding in skill work throughout the weeks. Our members have been asking for it in the surveys, and so we are going to deliver, okay? So today's workout, you guys are gonna have a set of time to go over handstand walking, okay? And what that should look like, and why this video maybe is gonna be a little bit longer, is I kind of wanna go through different options that you guys have in order to teach an effective handstand walking progression, okay? So making sure that you start with any like wrist stretches, wrist mobility work, forearm mobility work, as well as warming up those shoulders off of the wall or with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, really making sure that they're reaching through their shoulder and retracting that shoulder. If you came to our handstand clinic that we did, this is a great opportunity for you guys to use that class I gave you and be able to take it all the way through. You should have plenty of time. You might not have as long to give them for each thing, but you'll have plenty of time to cycle through each of those movements, okay? If you didn't come to the class, then hopefully you come to the next one so you can have that information, because I just don't have the time in a video like this to give you everything. So what we want to make sure we do first in a handstand is make sure that they can plank. Going from a plank into a downward dog, having them find their earmuffs, okay? That's going to be a really important part of this, is making sure those biceps are by our ears and that we're pressing away from the floor. So here, and finding that position. Then going from there, we can then go to the box. Okay, we want to make sure that our hips are over our shoulders, over our wrists, and then same thing, pivoting from side to side. We can then take our heel up against the wall, same thing, and then kicking off with the box. Okay, with the box against the wall, you're going to be able to allow them to press more aggressively against that box to get upside down really wasn't comfortable trying to kick up in between the rig. So, yeah, that's a great option for people who cannot do a handstand walk. For those of us that can do a handstand walk, but maybe not as far, I would have them pair up for today and have somebody on the other side of them holding a PVC pipe. Have the athlete kick up into the PVC pipe and support them, okay? The important thing with this is that they're finding that good position before they start to walk. So tell the person who's spotting, have the athlete kick up, hold it for 1-2 seconds before they allow them to walk, okay? That will help them find those positions, and then they can start to walk as far as they can, okay? And then hopefully increasing that length as they're doing it. And then for those people who are doing the walking, and even with the PVC pipe, I would encourage them for the last 5 minutes of the time that you have or that you've given them to walk, have them do as many attempts as they can without a spotter, okay? Part of handstand walking as well is getting comfortable feeling like you're going to fall. And if we give them just a little bit of time to feel that unstableness and then find that stableness by finding these good positions, okay? Closing that rib cage, pressing against the floor, shifting their weight from side to side as they walk, okay? All these things they need to learn to do while they're a little bit unstable as they're walking, okay? And if we just give them a couple minutes, if 5 minutes is too long, that's fine. Give them 2 minutes to try to get as far as they can walking without assistance, okay? For those of us that are on the wall, if we don't have anyone in a class, let's say you don't have anyone in a class that can walk on their hands, what I would do is I would have everybody line up on a box or whatever they're comfortable with and maybe make it an EMOM, okay? So giving them so many shoulder taps or so many hip sways or peeling their hands off the floor. Give them a rep range to hit every minute on the minute or every 2 minutes, whatever that looks like, to give them a rest in between. But that will give a little bit of structure to the class if you're not comfortable or you're not really sure what you should be doing with those handstand practices. Okay, guys? If you guys have any questions or if there's anything in particular that you guys would like me to video and post for this day, please let me know, and I will get that videoed for you and posted. That way you guys have additional resources if you need them, okay? Yeah, I think that's everything for today. So enjoy today, and let's get those handstand walks.